So, as per request, I am going to teach you a yoga sequence for flexibility and balance. Number 1, it's all about the core. Number 2, excuse the dogs barking at the door. Hey. Number 3, accept where you are. You may feel tight one day and totally loose the next day. You may feel tight on one side of your body and perfectly good on the other side. It's gonna happen. You're not always going to be flexible perfectly the way you want to be. Some people are just blessed that way. I am not one of them. Yeah, let's get started. We're gonna start in Shavasana, and that is just lying on the mat, or the carpet, or the floor, or your couch, or your bed, and you're going to just lie back. You can have a pillow under your head. Your arms and legs are away from your body. And you're just going to relax. I would like to give a shout out to Patty for inspiring the next couple moves of this flow. Ha. So, you're just going to lie here and connect with your body. Scan your body from head to toe, toe to head, fingers to belly. I don't care how you do it. But scan your body for any space that feels tight, crunchy, it hurts like hell and you don't want to touch it. Just feel for those places and breathe in naturally. And every time you breathe in, send your breath to those icky places. Just relax into your body. We're not trying to fall asleep here. We're just trying to gauge how hard we're going to work this practice. Let's call it that. Because in any yoga sequence, you can make it as hard and active as you want to, as restorative as you want. Skip the poses that hurt or modify them. There's always a modification. So I'm going to shut up now and let you scan your body and breathe naturally. Take a couple more breaths, and then you're going to hug your knees gently into your chest. If you have any low back pain from shoveling the freaking snow, picking up your kid, carrying the groceries, because it only takes one trip no matter how many groceries you have. This is really nice for low back pain. Just breathe into it. Make sure your toes are flexed. I should take my socks off. Flex those toes. You want this to be active unless you're in total restorative mode, and then you can just chill out. If you want this to be active, you can notice a difference. Your calves will get a little itty bitty baby stretch. And now you're going to open your arms out to T. And check your arms. I like to check my arms because sometimes if I'm totally in the zone, my arm is totally like up here or down here. So just check to make sure they're coming straight out of your body. And you're going to inhale, and on your exhale, you're going to twist over to your right. Slowly. I have wicked low back pain right now. And look to your left with your head. If this feels good on your neck. If it doesn't, you can look straight up at the ceiling, or you can look in the same direction as your legs are falling. If this is too much or you can't reach the floor, you can always use a block, a book, a pillow, a pot, whatever you have to help you. And then you're going to inhale and take it over to the other side. Try to match up your knees and match up your hips, if possible. Breathe into this. We're waking up our low back. We're working our core if you engage that core. And that's not just your belly, that's your sides and your back and your front belly. So if you engage your core, and we're going to flow into this now. So we're going to go side to side. Keep that core engaged. It's not only going to protect your low back, but it's going to help you get a little bit of a workout and help you with your balance. Balance is all about the epicenter of your body. Sometimes it's about your head, and if you have a head cold. Nice and slow. On the inhale, come up. Maybe pause. Exhale. This also helps with your digestion because of the twisting motion. So if you're finding that you're constipated, this might help you a little bit. Keeping it real. And we'll go one more on each side just to balance it out. Oh yeah, that feels so good. And then we're going to spinal rock our bodies up to the bottom of our mat. So you're going to bring your knees into your chest again. You can keep them on top of your knees, or I find it easier, we're going to rock up and down. Give our spines a little massage and warm it up if you hold behind your knees. So, start with baby rocks. This is fun for little kids too. Just massage your back. Maybe even tilt side to side to get the side back. And when you're ready, come up into simple seat at the bottom of your mat. I think I'm blurry. Ooh, I cleared up. Okay. I'm going to stay where you are. I'm just going to come to center so you can see me. So we're going to, we're going to be in simple seat, and it helps if you put a pillow just a little bit under your bum to raise your hips and help with the pelvic tilt. This will help keep your spine long, and this is the best way to say it. If you don't, what I like to do, if you don't have a pillow that is I like to try and imagine my butt stretching from where it's touching the floor up into my back It helps me keep better posture. It's just what I like. If this hurts your knees or your hips or hurts in any way, you can do the alternative of coming into hero pose. If this hurts, you can take your block. I don't think the pot will help here. That might be, well, maybe if it's a big spaghetti pot upside down, it'll help. You can put this under your sits bones and use the weight of that as a mini chair. Oh, fabulous. I like simple seat, but if you don't, there's options, darling. So we're gonna stir the soup. What that means is we're gonna wake up the core some more. So put your hands on your knees and slowly engaging that core. So suck in your belly, your sides, and your back. And go round, very small circles to start, especially if your low back hurt because you shoveled the whole driveway. Keep breathing, maybe get a little bit bigger. Remember, listen to your body. If all of a sudden it's going, ow, you suck, ow, you suck, ow, you suck, stop doing it and just breathe deep or something. Go side to side, maybe. Woo! Pretend you're in a psychedelic vision of love. Either way, listen to your body. Maybe get really big, keeping that core engaged. And then you're gonna pause wherever you're at, pose. And then you're gonna go the other direction, starting off small again. Breathing, just waking up the body. Maybe you go so freaking slow that I've done like 5 of these and you're only halfway through one. That is like super patient. It's a challenge. It's a good challenge because it helps you to totally get in tune with your body. Yeah. Okay. And now that we have our simple seat, we're going to stretch our sides. We want to be nice and long and stretchy. So we're going to get some length, and then we're going to strengthen the length. So pick whatever arm you want. I'm going to pick my right. To you, it looks like my left. Oh. So we're going to reach up and keeping your chest open and up to the sky. I don't really like this. So if that means you can't reach your arm up this high, you can only go this high as long as your chest is open. So good! No hunchies. Hunchies just gonna hurt you. If you can't lift your arm at all, just try to get your chest up. But we're going with the arm thing. So we're going up and we're gonna reach up and over, but keeping the chest open. Open. Breathe into this. Feel it in your side body, right here. You'll feel crunchy here. You'll feel stretchy here. Again, if your neck is okay with it, you can look up. You can look at me. You can look down. Whatever's good for your neck. And then switch sides. Remember, chest open. Core engaged, guys. Core engaged. And then we're gonna flow between the two. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Feel the love. Feel the stretch. Length. lengthen the body. Lengthen the body. You want to put some extra, blurriness. Blurry, hello. Extra core work in there. We're going to go with the blurry because you really don't need to see my face. I'm not wearing anything. You can cross the body for some gait work. The gait. Oh yeah, baby. Core. Engage it. Engage it. Keep going, keep going. I'm just going to fix my camera because it's pissing me off. Still pissing me off. There we go. Okay, so we're here. Now we're going to loosen up and open that chest to make more room for the air we will be breathing. So reach up. Shoulders are not like this, guys. Shoulders are up and open. They're melting backwards. And you're going to pretend that you have the tightest tightrope in your hands. And you're going to pull down and open up. Feel it right here. Up again, down, as slow as you can go. Pretend like maybe you're swimming through wet cement and just checking it. Starting to dry and you're like, oh my God, I'm gonna suffocate. Ah! So pull it open. Oh yeah. One more. Nice deep breath sounds. And then we're going to meet in table. I'm getting hot, so the sweat is getting off. So we're going to meet in table. Hands directly under your shoulders. Knees directly under your hips. Hi. Core is engaged. Fingers are spread nice and wide. Most of your weight, ideally in the four corners of your hands. That's very difficult when to think about it. I'm used to it. But if anything, make sure most of the weight is on your thumb side. It will protect your wrist. Okay, we're gonna do cat and cow. Tops of your feet are flat against the mat. Core is engaged. On an inhale, you're going to drop your belly and raise your gaze. Don't raise it so you're bending your neck halfway backwards. No, no. Just straight ahead. Shoulders are melting back. Exhale, round the spine. Push the mat away. Inhale, cow, belly's dropped, cage, bleh. Core is engaged, gaze is upright. Exhale, cat. And then flow with your own breath, going back and forth, maybe going side to side, so your head is aiming for your hips here. Core is still engaged. Maybe you go in a circle between cat and cow, so you go from cow, round up into cat, round down into cow, round up into cat, round down into cat. From here, we're going to find a neutral spine, realign everything, knees, hips, hands, shoulders. You want your elbows rolled in, shoulders melted back. We're going to do some more core work here and balance at the same time. So you're going to lift your left hand and bring it straight in front of you. It looks like this. And then you're going to lift your opposite leg, bring it straight back. Toes. This camera angle is shitty, but I'm sorry. Toes are pointing straight down. Look under you and make sure your toes aren't like this. You want them straight down, as if you were pushing it flat against the wall. If you're a runner, it's going to protect your hips. And core engaged. Breathe here. If you want to bring in more heat, you're going to open up your leg and arm. So your arm is going to go more towards the direction that it's coming out of, and the leg is doing the same. Then you're going to bend your arm and your knee, and you're going to meet your elbow and your knee together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then chill out in some child. I recommend wide-legged child. So that's open knees and down like this. It's great on your hips. It feels fabulous. Fabulous. But if your hips hurt, if you're not a hip person, you can do traditional child's pose, knees together, and you're in more like a little bubble. Little bubble. Your safe little bubble. Either way, I can't see what you're doing, so do what you want. I don't care if you're just sitting there and watching me drinking a beer and eating popcorn. Whatever. And a couple more breaths here to recoup from that lovely Tiger series, inspired by Miss Patty yet again. We're going to find our alignment again here. Oh yeah. And we're going to go the other side. So we're going to take the right hand and the left leg, stick them out. And make sure you're looking at your toes again, that they're pointing straight down. We're going to breathe. Shoulders are still melting back. Your core is still engaged, that front, side, and back. And with that extra heat, we're going to open up, bend, and meet for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, open, down, back to table, hang out in child for a breath or 2 or 7. Ooh, that is shape. Okay, so from child's pose, we're going to go into plank pose. Now, plank pose is sometimes kind of scary and painful because it works your abs like a mofo. But we love it. It's going to help with your balance. So, from child's pose, you're going to come up onto your hands and knees like we're in table. I encourage you to first try full plank just to see where you're at. So you're going to have, again, your hands directly under your shoulders, step back so that your toes are folded under, and make sure you're not like this. This is nothing. You want your butt in the air. You want your elbows tucked in, shoulders rolled back, and your heels are reaching towards the back wall. Your fingertips are gripping into the mat. If this is too much, just put your knees down. It still works everything. It's fabulous. So we're in plank. We're working that core. Oh yeah. Breathe, breathe, breathe for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to chaturanga. What that means is we're gonna bend our elbows, bring our chest to the floor, and put our butts flat down on the ground. That's for modified plank. If you were in full plank, you're going to either modify it, come down, or bend your elbows and come down. I have a poor chaturanga. My arms were shaking there. That's why I couldn't do it from a full plank completely. But you get the idea, I hope. If not, put a comment on the bottom. Now we're gonna work our back. We worked mainly the sides and the front of the core. Now we're gonna work our back. And by doing so, we're going to work with baby cobra. So stay where you are. You're going to be lying on the ground, your chin on the mat, your hands underneath your shoulders. I'm just going to go like this so you can kind of see me better. So this is what you look like if we were in a traditional yoga studio and I was staring at your faces. So you're going to lift your belly, so engage your core, front, back, and sides. And you're going to not push on the floor with your hands. You're going to use the strength of your back to lift just your chest up. That's it. Just your chest. Breathe here. To make sure you're not using your hands, lift them up. Not using my hands, using my back. And come back down. Couple breaths here. Reset. Make sure your hands are under your shoulders where they're supposed to be. They're a little behind your shoulders. And lift your hands, inhale, and cobra. Engage the front, side, and back of your core, and then let it go. One more time, and let's see how long you can hold it. Ready? Inhale. Exhale, stay up. Engage your core. And let it go. Now to recenter yourself, we're gonna do a little half frog here. So what that means is you're going to bring your hands into goalpost, you know, like a football. Okay, do that. You can put your cheek on the mat and you're gonna raise your leg as close to your elbow as comfortable. We're just gonna chill out here. I'm improvising here because my low back hurts. I do not recommend doing this kind of stuff with low back pain. And then switch sides. And come back. Okay, wake up, people, wake up. Now, we're gonna go back to plank, and then we're gonna transition into down dog from plank. And you can do that from either modified plank or full plank. So, hands under your shoulders. If you want modified plank, just keep your knees where they're at. Flip the toes. Butt comes up. Reach the butt back, up into the sky, up into the sky, up into the sky, up into the sky, up, 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 up into the sky. I'm just gonna hop forward a little bit, do not move. Hi. So your head is in between your arms. It is not looking for your belly button. It is your eyeballs are gazing at your fingers at the top of the mat. Your shoulders are melting back. You're breathing. You're reaching your heels towards the mat. If you're here, totally cool. If you're totally flat like this, that's totally freaking awesome. If your knees are bent, I love you because you're protecting yourself. That's a modification for y'all. And we're gonna walk the dog. We're gonna stretch out those legs, gaining a little bit of flexibility. You can be as flowy as you want. Go really flowy. You get into the side body again. And find some stillness. And we're gonna line up our dogs. So we're gonna go onto our tippy toes. We're going to reach our chest towards our thighs. Then we're going to reach again down towards the mat with your heels. From here, we're going to work on the sides of our hips. Hardly gets worked on in yoga. I learned that from Casa Colibre. Casa Colibre on Instagram. She's awesome. Love her. Hey. Okay. So, we're in our dogs. Go onto your tippy toes. If you're super hardcore workout person, you can lift your leg without screwing up your hip alignment and pump it up. If not, like moi, you're going to go onto your tippy toes, raise your leg to the side, bring it forward. Do the same with the other. Raise it to the side, bring it forward. Raise it to the side, bring it forward. All the while keeping the weight in the four corners of your hands until you can't do it anymore. And we're going to be in forward fold. Bend your knees. Lift your toes maybe. Maybe wrap your hands behind your legs. Breathe. Hands to the mat or blocks or your shins for flat back. And then hinging from your hips, we're going to meet in mountain. I'm going to face you guys. So your feet are hips width apart-ish. Your hands are high-fiving me like this. Your shoulders are melting back. And your chin is up. The top of your head is open. And you're breathing. Eyes open or closed, however you wish. You just want to listen instead of look. That's cool. And lo and behold, we are in the same exact position as we were in when we started. Just standing up. Everything in yoga starts from mountain. Whoosh. So, we are going to strengthen some of the lengthening we just did. So, that is going to be chair pose. So, from the side, it looks like this. Your feet are still hips width apart. You're going to bend your knees as if you were sitting in a chair. You want to make sure your back is not, this does nothing. Put the bum in the chair. Put the bum in the chair. Put the bum in the chair. Hey, hey, hey. It hurts right here. It's great. It's good hurt. Hurts a good hurt. Now, traditional chair is with the arms up like this. I don't like that. I like prayer position. Helps me with my balance. Core engaged, FYI. If you like your arms up, but this is too much, goalpost is your friend. You can do a mudra. Do whatever the hell you want. Yoga is your thing, baby. You can lift your toes, and that fires up even more. Yes, I'm still in chair, and so are you. It's fabulous. Okay, forward fold. Bend those knees. Release your neck. Shake it out, and walk your fold. This is one of my favorite stretches for the legs. Oh yeah, feel it all right here. Yes, walk it out, walk it out, walk it out. That's cool shadow effect right there. If you want to work your IT band, cross your leg over the other. Remember this in gym class? Oh yeah. No bouncing though. Bouncing really doesn't do none. Flip it. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Both sides, both sides. It's great, I love it. And now we're gonna mess with your balance. You asked for it, Denise. It's fun though, I promise. Okay, so from your blocks or your pots or your books or your really thick pillows or whatever, your kid if they're right there. Inhale to a flat back. Flat back. Maybe they're on your shins. Flat back. Hinge from the hips, up, back to mountain. We're going to do Dancing Shiva, inspired by Casa Colibri. Ole! So, this is gonna mess with your balance, center of gravity. It's gonna totally screw you up, but it's good for you. And it's fun. And you can go as fast or as slow as you want. So, right leg on the ground. Left leg, knee bent, cross. Already we're like totally messed up in the world. You can do traditional hands, or you can move them around and mess with your balance even more. Hi baby, what, hi baby. So, then we're going to take leg that is bent and hanging out near. We're going to swing it back. We're going to swing it forward. We're going to swing it back. We're going to swing it forward. Keep this leg bent a little bit. And screw with your balance. You can go as fast, slow as you want. Woo! Yeah. And from here, try with all your might. Don't move, just, well, move, but don't do what I just did. And we're going to find warrior 3. So put your hands in prayer. Get that leg to stop moving. Stop moving. And we're going to hinge from the hips. Extend the flying leg straight back. It doesn't have to be this high. My hips are not aligned when I do that. If you are touching your toe to the mat, totally cool. It's all about practice, people. Engage the core. Bend the standing leg. Toes pointing straight down to the ground. My lighting sucks right now. I'm so sorry. And then come back to mountain. This leg is on fire. Fire! Wiggle it out. Now, we're going to fight Dancing Shiva on the other side. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go right now. Left leg. Rooted to the ground. Knees slightly bent. Lift arms. Lift leg of opposite side. Cross. And hands. Swing it back and forth, baby. Swing it back and forth. Work. Work. Screw with your balance. Screw with it. Try to fall. It's all about trying to fall. Try to do it. My balance is really good today. It's amazing. That's my husband. Okay. Now, from here, I'm going to show you the front view of Warrior 3. As we're dancing and screwing with our balance. Super fun, right? Pray, people, pray. Stick that leg straight-ish back. Bend this leg. Hinge from the hips. Holy, there's the balance losing. Yes, I feel. Yes. Reach back with that back heel. I can't do this. This is awesome. And warrior three. This leg is burning. It's a good burn. Hurts so good. And hinge back and find your mountain. And wiggle it out. And wiggle it out. And pop down into chair, baby. Lift your toes. And then go onto your toes. And slowly, slower than you wanna, sink to the ground. We're in toe squat right now. It's fabulous. We're gonna do Malasana. We're gonna open up the hips. So, it's gonna be a really weird transition. I'm sorry, but it's what we got. We're gonna spread the legs, like so. So, bottoms of the feet angled away from the body, not straight forward, because you'll be doing this. You wanna open the hips. Now, if this is too much for you, block book pot is your friend. Sit on it. Hey, we're in a restorative-ish Balasana. Elbows inside the knees. Back is straight, not curved forward yet. If you want to go into crow. We're not doing crow in this video, but if you know how, go right ahead. I don't care. Do what you want. And just make sure your chest is up and open. Pray, people, pray. Oh, this feels so good. And breathe. Always breathe. Now, we're going to do a little twisting here. Remember that you want your chest open. You don't want to hunch over. So if you don't get super far into the twist, that is a-okay as long as your chest is open. I don't want your back busted. So here we go. We're going to bring one arm down to the floor. Open up the arm. Chest is following. Hey, sky, ceiling, thing in the air, spider webs if you got them. It's all good. And then go to the other side. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Breathe here, people, breathe. Come back to Malasana. If you want a little kick, try to go under your toes. If you don't. And plop down on your bum. Going to do Janu Shirshasana. Head to knee. Oh, caught you there. Now this is really super cool. My teacher Vicky taught me this really super cool trick. But first we're going to start at the beginning. So one of your legs, this is probably your right leg, is angled out. You are up and straight and tall. Your left leg is touching your thigh. They're kissing. You're going to reach up, get tall, get tall, get tall, and hinge from the hips. And maybe reach your foot. Maybe reach your ankle, maybe reach your calf, maybe reach your knee, maybe be like, girl, what's she doing? That's impossible. Nothing is impossible, but you're just not open yet for this to happen. I can't get head to knee. It's okay, it's good, it's cool. And breathe. You can drop your head here. Feel the stretch. Fabulous. My ankle's burning from that Malasana and the dancing Shiva, but Jesus. And inhale up. Cool trick. Here we go. Now you're going to place this hand down behind your bum. And you're going to place this knee against the floor. And you're going to reach. Oh, get this nice and open. Chest is open. Reach, 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 reach. And go back to where we started. Hinging from those hips, and see if you can get a little bit farther than you did before with the long spine, hinging from the hip. Reaching for left foot. Or block, if you can block it out here. Pretty cool, huh? Now let's do the other side. Remember, at an angle, foot to thigh, arms reaching up, torso is reaching up, chest is reaching up, neck up, head up, everything is up. Hinge from the hips and reach for wherever you can reach, keeping the foot flexed. Forgot to mention that on the other foot, I apologize. I'm gonna make this active. Feel it in the leg, in the calf, and the thigh. Oh yeah, baby. Breathe here. Inhale, cool strict part coming up now. Hand of same side as bent knee reaches behind you. And bent knee flips and touches the floor. Chest is open. You're like a ballerina. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. Feel it, love it, take it in. And then come back down. Get tall, hinge from the hips, and see if you can reach further. And breathe. And now we're going to staff it. So it's going to be reaching your legs out straight from your body. Again, lift your bum with a pillow or a block just to help that tilt in your pelvis. And again, we're going to reach up into the air and get nice and long, reaching the top of the head towards the ceiling. And we're going to hinge from your hips and reach for your toes. You can bend your knees here if need be. We're just getting more length into these legs. Hinge back up. Now we're going to do bridge pose. This is going to, again, strengthen everything we just stretched out. So you're going to lie down on your back, bend your knees. You're going to reach your favorite finger, the middle one, towards your heels, just to help you with a little bit of alignment. If you want more of a restorative bridge, you can place this block or your pot or your book under your sacrum where the top of your underwear meets your back, and you're in a nice restorative bridge. Oh my God, this feels so good. Okay, so if you want restorative, use your block. Another way. So let me show you where I want you first. So favorite finger touches the heel. On an inhale, you're going to lift your hips. Bend your elbows so your triceps are activated. This pushes your chest up more, lifts your hips up more. It's more of an active pose. Without moving your feet, you're going to pull your hips toward the top of your body. You're going to squeeze your cheeks and your thighs without having them touch. And you're going to breathe here. Now, if you want to add more heat, I know, laughable, right? You're going to put this block in between your thighs and squeeze the friggin' heck out of that block. Keep breathing. And let it go. Gently, gently rock your knees back and forth from side to side. Just to get everything neutral. And now we're going to do knee knocker pose. So bring the edges of your feet to the edges of your mat. Your knees will touch. Your hands can be in Shavasana. I like to put your hands together and put your thumb knuckles on your third eye. Maybe give yourself a nice massage on your forehead. And maybe do a little breathing exercise where you breathe in for the count of 4, hold for the count of 7, and exhale for the count of 8. This will activate your parasympathetic nervous system, your rest and digest. It can help in times of anxiety where you need to just totally calm the F down. So I will count for you if you want to try. So we're going to inhale nice and big for 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Exhale 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. If you want to do a different breathing exercise, you can breathe in for 4, exhale for 4. You can not hold it and breathe it in for 4, exhale for 8. Whatever you're comfortable with. And now you're going to have the bottoms of your feet meet. So your legs are open. If this is too much for your hips, you can bring the blocks to your knees to hold them up for you. I like to place my right hand on my belly, my left hand over my heart, and just breathe. Promise all the hard work is done. We're just winding the body down. Now keep in mind, if you don't have time for this entire practice, you can pick and choose your favorite poses and maybe repeat them 5 times each. Make it as fast or as slow as you want. Do what is good for you. When you have the time to do this entire thing, I'm really glad. But if you don't, just pick and choose. Maybe just do one of them. It's okay. Do what you can. It's all about taking care of yourself. Final inversion time. We're going to do happy baby here, but you can do whatever you want. You can do Viparita, where your legs are up in the air. You can do headstand, anything like that. Supported shoulder stand, but we're going to do, and if you have no idea what those are, please don't try them. I'm not showing them. Please look them up. We're going to do happy baby here. So we're going to bring our legs up, bend at the knees. We're going to grab our big toes, pull down so your knees are coming towards your armpits. It's a nice opening for your hips. Breathe here. Sorry, not there to do an absolutely heavenly assist to get into your low back right now, but you can rock back and forth on your own. Massage that low back. sacrum. And take a couple more breaths before you lower your legs and find your Shavasana. This is where we started. Limbs are away from the body. Shavasana is also a cooling pose, so I suggest a blanket, socks, a parka, your whole bed, whatever. And just relax into your mat. Before we go into full Shavasana, try to grip your hands into fists, grip your toes, grip your face, grip every muscle in your body and pull it so freaking tight. Let it go. Just an extra to make sure you've loosened everything because you're sinking. The floor is holding you up. Your breath is tranquil and nice and calm. Your mind is floaty. If thoughts come along, it's cool. Whatever. Your brain's supposed to think. Let them come. Whatever. Just breathe with them. Every exhale blows them away, and then you're back to your happy place where there are brownies and ice cream, maybe French fries, pizza. Keep breathing naturally. And I recommend you stay here for 7 minutes to get the full juiciness of this resting pose. Thank you for taking your time to practice with me and allowing me to teach you. Hope you had fun. Namaste, baby.